All aboard! All right, you guys. How should we start it off? I don't know. Do I feel like am I too much leaning one way or the other?
No, it's good.
I feel like, I don't know, like it's weird. Maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. All right, so let's start it off proper. What's good, though?
What's good though?
Was good, though. All right. I'm switching up gears here. I'm putting on these up. Let's start off with the taste test first. Because this has been in my fridge for a long time. Oh yeah, nice. Notice the more shades. So I got this from the store. I'm pretty sure this is, well, it's not popular now. It's been out for a good minute, but I saw it the other day. I might have to zoom into it, but it says the artist marshmallows, or this one. Um, the artist marshmallows limited edition. He did a collab with Coca-Cola. It's a watermelon, strawberry, and Coke, and other natural flavors. So bust this bad boy open.
I tried it personally, but zero. More of like the trying to keep it healthy, so zero for me. But this is my first time actually the hardcore one. I don't know, it's
Hardcore.
not hardcore, but I guess well whatever the original
This is the original flavor.
regular with all the calories, with all the sugars.
It smells.
No, it's good. It's good even with the zero. But
Cheers. All right.
we'll find out how much it's gonna affect me. Oh yeah, this one
It's a
has
good
kick.
taste. It's. I thought. You know what? I thought the strawberry and the watermelon were gonna be like overpowering.
No,
All right. Let's get on to our first story. I love me Arnold Schwarzenegger stories. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. I do it.
the
Um.
whole backing up the whole fitness thing. So yeah,
So this is my whole thing. I know me and you have many conversations about getting bad advice or just not someone giving you advice and you being like, "You're giving me advice?" Like,
yeah,
dude,
yep.
I hate to say it, but I feel like that sometimes too. Like, I give people advice and they're like, "Look at your life."
Well, yeah, it's like a 50-50 on that. It's like it doesn't. It's the what I feel like the thought that counts.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like if
Well,
it's intentionally to like mess you up or like sabotage your life, okay, yeah, whatever.
but if they mean well behind it, I
Yeah,
get that. But
yeah.
sometimes,
It doesn't matter like if you're if you're doing crack cocaine or something in the back, but I mean your intentions are like well, like hey, learn from my mistakes. Okay, then yeah, okay, I get you. But where it's like yeah, where it's you know,
bit sketchy.
yep, it's like okay, yeah,
Um, no. So this article deals with exactly that. So I'm not sure if you're aware. I haven't even seen it, but I think that's what's one of the movies that kind of put Jason Momoa on the spot.
which one, which
He did Conan. He did the remake of
yeah,
Conan.
you know what?
I
Honestly, if you haven't, I liked it. I can see where people didn't like it because it was coming off of Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
and he was buffed out and fit and he was straight into the whole action scenes and everything. I personally I like the backstory and everything. The fight scenes, yeah, like were kind of like not as bad as Scorpion King, that animation like that. But yeah, it was like okay, you should have done more fight scenes that didn't rely heavily on like CGI,
CGI.
and all that. Yeah, but the whole backstory of it, like the premise.
See, I read similar reviews that it relied too much on the CGI, like the oh wow, look at these special
Yep.
effects,
Mhm.
which is kind of like this article says. So the article is basically here. I'll read the title. It's dude, you gotta leave me alone, bro. Arnold Schwarzenegger annoyed the actor playing lead in his 1982 remake with relentless advice. So you have to imagine Jason Momoa is like on set trying to do his thing, and Arnold's like, "Hey, Jason, I got an idea for you for this scene. Like when you swing the sword and then you leave, you go, I'll be back." Like, so,
I'll be back.
so
I'll be back. Hold on, I just decapitated you, but I'll be
be
back.
back. I know your head's gone, but I'll be back. So the whole time, I guess Arnold Schwarzenegger was probably like essentially that following him. looking. Hey, have you seen Jason? I got another idea for him. Bring me out.
So was this while he was filming
While
or
they
after the fact?
no, while they were filming. So
Okay.
apparently Arnold must have been some
Wow,
sort
and
of
this just came out. I guess it bottled up and just brought it out.
yeah, because I think they must know. Like, they were like, oh yeah, dude, Jason was annoyed by Arnold. So it says here, wanting to impart in wisdom to his successor, Momoa jokingly revealed how Arnold gave him too much advice. Some people prefer to focus on their craft and learn from their mistakes. Momoa wanted his space during the filming. He jokingly said, he did this all the time. I was like, dude, you gotta leave me alone, bro. Although he wanted to create his own style, he recalled how Arnold said he liked the movie, regardless of what Arnold was trying to tell him. He said basically still liked the movie. I was excited to find out he actually watched and liked it a lot. He was proud of me, and I thought I did a good job," said Momoa. Acting the remake remains tricky as fans set their standards to the first part. They want the character to be relatively close to it. Not Momoa though. He did not watch the first part of the movie. He preferred to watch his feature first. So this fool didn't even watch the original. He was just like, I'm not doing any of this shit. So I respect for him though, because sometimes people,
Well, yeah, because then they'll have something to go off of, like, oh, you know what? I don't want to.
yeah, like, no, then that happens all the time to where like, kind of like like you don't want to like some people you spoil a movie for him and they're done like, oh, I don't even want to watch
Yeah,
it. I don't even
yeah.
want to watch it.
Wow.
I think it's kind of almost like the same thing. Like if you just even like he's just like, I want to know about how you're doing it because I'm gonna do it my way,
Mhm.
and like you just don't
Yeah,
want
he
to be
wants to put his
influenced.
twist.
Yeah, but that'd be kind of hard to do, dude. Uh, right here, playing an utterly new role, Momoa wanted to see his performance and did not watch Arnold's performance back then. This is his quote. I really don't feel like I would need to see Arnold's performance to help me with mine. However, the movie was a box office bomb. Bomb. Look, Jason, you didn't listen to me, and your movie bombed. It bombed hard. You need to get to the chopper. So,
Mm.
the budget for Momoa's movie was $90 million, and it grossed about 63 and a half. Is that million? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
million.
Yep.
And then Arnold's on the other half cost $20 million to make and made
Oh,
79.
yeah.
So almost quadrupled their money for making that movie. So, maybe you should have listened to Arnold. He had some sort of advice.
Yeah.
But my, like I said, we've been in this route. Like, if you were Jason Momoa, would you have done the same shit? Like, dude, Arnold, back the fuck up. Like,
See, honestly, he prior to that, I want to say he was in shows, right?
mhm.
He was in a couple of shows. So I don't know if he had a film prior to the Conan. I honestly, since I'm fresh, as like I don't have like like a dozen films under my belt, I would have went that route. I mean, look at him. I don't know if you've seen his interviews or his documentary where he's like, I went to school and everything for acting. Like I had the accent, but still, like that didn't let him, stop him. So I would have done the same thing. I was like, okay, I want your advice, your take on the character, how you portrayed it. So I mean, I understand, your ego.
But it's a bet, dude. Maybe because I'm
Yeah.
a big Arnold fan. Like,
Yeah, I would have said no.
I can't
Give me everything you need. Like I am now. Like
put it this way: if they did a remake, I would never be Arnold. But if they did a remake of like Predator, like the original, like literally,
hmm
and like let's say I got all buffed out and they were like, "Hey, you're gonna do the Arnold part," I think I would like listen. But I've seen that movie so many times. I don't think I'd be like, "Dude, I can quote the movie."
yeah, no lie.
I just quoted it a bunch of times right now.
hmm
um, I mean, but for real, Arnold for a long time he had one hit after the. I mean,
Yeah.
who hasn't seen Terminator hella times? Who
Terminator,
hasn't seen Predator hella
Kinder,
times?
Kindergarten Cop.
I'm iffy about although it was a
Well,
funny
it,
movie.
it is. I like because I mean you don't see that part of him. Besides, you're making fun of the
I like.
voice, and, like
Imagine if
recreating his
you were to tell
lines.
Arnold what was your most favorite movie that you thought was good, and he's like, Jingle All the Way.
Honestly, that one was good. I honestly liked it because I like the how he portrayed the whole like, oh, I want to, Because I mean, I have a family. That's why I like it. And I was a kid back when I seen it, so it's like okay, there was like a space in between. But now it's like oh, I relived it because I have that film and I showed it to them and they love it.
No, Jingle All the Way is a great movie because it literally is. It's family centered and it's hilarious. That it's kind of, you know what that reminded me? Almost like they took. Remember that one time? Was it Tickle Me Elmo? You couldn't find that shit. That one
Oh
year it
yeah,
was
yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
nobody couldn't find it. Like it was like year after year for some odd reason. I don't even remember. It was like in the '90s. It was like
No, yeah.
every Christmas there was like a toy craze. Like
Oh yeah.
it will.
That's every, especially now.
No. Well, now I think it would be like
It's
the
not
PS,
toys, but like yeah,
the
it's
PS5.
video games, you know.
They think the PS5 would be now. Ooh, you thought you only got one Arnold store? You get two Arnold stores. So I thought this would actually interest you. Um, this is the title again. Uh, Arnold Schwarzenegger says he drinks protein powder with tequila or schnapps. It's an upgrade from the terrible protein shakes he made in the 1960s, which contained yeast. So yeast. So trip
Yeah.
out on this. So instead instead of I guess the yeast, he switched it with let me read the highlights. Arnold Schwarzenegger adds Australian snaps or tequila to his protein shake, he told Insider. His go-to shake also includes an unpeeled raw egg. Uh, uh, am I reading that? An unpeeled
Yeah.
raw egg? Jesus Christ, that's gross. Almond milk, cherry juice, banana, and protein powder. As a teenager, he made his own shakes using milk, yeast, skimmed milk, and honey. To be honest, both of those sound gross.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, it worked because look at him.
Arnold Schwarzenegger usually puts alcohol in his protein shakes, usually tequila or the Australian spirit snaps. He told Schnapps, am I saying that right? Schnapps. No, whatever.
Yeah.
He told Insider. Uh, while drinking a glass of Schwarzenegger said he originally started to add alcohol to his protein shakes and hoped that it might get the protein into his bloodstream faster. It's crazy. Research suggests that consuming alcohol alongside protein after exercise reduces muscle growth and recovery. Uh, I this is Arnold right here. Should I read it in Arnold voice? I did a little bit of snaps of tequila. Tequila is so good. um, so essentially, he makes these protein shakes, and I read on early. I read it through this. He basically makes it, and he'll make it for the people on set. Where is it? Did I put there? Yeah. Where is it? Ah, la, 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 la. Oh, right here. I'm making. It's hard for me to get it to Arnold like just like that. So currently in Toronto, filming the UTAP. This is probably a while ago. A live-action TV series for Netflix. Schwarzenegger has set up his protein bar in his trailer. He said, "I'm making protein shakes now for the whole cast." No, I can't even do it anymore. And he puts my trailer becomes kind of like a bar where people come for my protein drink.
Mixed treats.
Yeah, dude. So imagine you're on set with Arnold, bro. The beginning of the day, he's like, "Hey, you want a shake?" And you just like, I know, shaking it up with the tequila. That's what trips me out. It's like you know when you get to his level, you do boss shit like that, and people just accept it. Yeah, I guess I'm having a protein
You
shake.
get the whole tequila, like I guess fast absorption. Yeah, straight
Well, like I
to
said,
your muscle fatigue or whatever. You know, lost all that glycogen or whatever.
yeah. Well, supposedly, like I said, where did it say that research?
But I mean, you just finished working out. Doesn't like alcohol in general just dehydrates you? Or am I wrong? Did I hear that wrong? Right? Doesn't
Oh
alcohol
yeah, it does
dehydrate you?
dehydrate you.
Right?
No,
Because
but
you're drinking.
excessive amounts of alcohol dehydrates you. But I think,
But you already worked out, so think about it. You're already dehydrated. You're already, fatigued. Plus, like a shot of it.
well, you know what? I heard that. Well, this is the only thing I kind of believe it because supposedly
I'm just
drinking
thinking outside the box,
alcohol reduces the blood flow, right? That's why they say it's not good to drink when it's cold because then you get even colder. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like an oxymoron because
Yeah.
when it's cold,
Yeah,
cold,
it's-
you're like, oh, take a shot of
Yeah.
tequila, you'll feel warm, and you do, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I don't know how. I know it says research suggests that that, like what he's doing is actually effective, but in my mind, I'm like, is it? Is it
Well,
though?
I mean, he says he's been doing it since when?
No, he used to make. I think once he became an adult, because he says as a teenager he used to use yeast in that other one. So
So he's what, like 80 now, right? In his 80s.
yeah,
Oh,
I
for
wonder.
doing it that
This
long.
this article doesn't say it, um, but I wonder because he said that as a child he used to. Oh, at 15.
74.
Oh, at 15 he used to make his own pro. So yeah,
So he's
74.
Yeah, he's gonna be his mid 70s. So dang.
So like I said, he must have done this when he was an adult because I can't see a little kid.
No, well, I understand, but like let's say 20, he started, maybe even more, 21, because I mean you could drink before that, but
Well, here our laws are different. I think
Yeah.
most of Europe, I think it's like at the limit is I think 18 or 16 you can start drinking. Because I heard even in some European families, like it's common for like your kid at like the age of like 8, 9, or 10 to have a glass of wine with their food. I didn't say drink a whole bottle. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
no.
a single glass of wine is not uncommon in Europe families or European
Well,
families.
see, dang, that's already a lot of years that he's. Oh, I mean, well, shoot, he worked twice a day. That would be like, I want to say he said 2 hours in the morning, or two hours his first session, and then 2 hours towards the evening. So he's always working out.
Who,
Because
Arnold?
he used to work in construction. So he would work out in the morning, construction, work out in the end, and boom.
I
on
wonder.
to the next.
I wonder if he does that thing, dude. He's kind of like he probably. Well, I think all bodybuilders are like that because like The Rock, I heard gets up at crazy mornings in the.
Yeah, and I just seen one of his posts. He only like because everybody like messaged him, how much do you sleep? How much? He finally like I guess got out. He said he tries to sleep, but he could only sleep about 4.5 hours. It's like what?
What? You know what? No lies.
What's funny is that you need rest to build muscle. That's like the main component besides nutrition. 'Cause those are the ones that are gonna build the muscle.
But I hate to say it, but all the stuff he's taking. I don't mean he's like. No, I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying he's.
Well, he has his own company now. I don't know if you heard.
What do you mean?
Yeah, his own energy drink. Yeah, Zoa.
I know. I know he had his own tequila. What is it called?
That is,
Travana. No,
uh,
it's not Travana.
no, it's
Will Sasso says it like that. Will Sasso's stupid.
Terramana.
Terramana. There you go. Terramana. Will Sasso makes fun of him. Goes, try my new drink, Terramana. Love Will Sasso. This one I tripped out on. Parents kick out their nerdy son, thinking it's his sister who pays the bills. Ask him to come back after she confesses. So, like I said, siblings are always the best. But I'm gonna sum it up. So, this chick was like, imagine your sister is popular, like she's like, like leader of or she's in charge of like the cheer team or whatever the hell. She's the most popular girl in school.
Yep.
She gets all the best grades, whatever. And so the whole town, she's Mrs. Popular.
Okay.
And you're just the opposite. You are the loser brother who has no friends, doesn't really have a social life, and you just stay at home, play video games, and that's it.
So they're within like a year apart then. You're saying?
I want to say I'm not sure if this article mentions it.
They must be like about a year apart because they see each other, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they must be somewhere,
And
or even two.
And I think he does. I think he does. He does something online. That's how he makes his money. And so, like I said, she basically convinces. She convinces her parents, because I think her parents are kind of like her. They're attention seeking. So like they're. You know how some people are.
Would you just... Damn.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I want to keep. I want to. Yeah,
No,
I
no.
have a lot of questions.
No, all right, no. Here, let me read some of this article.
Oh man.
My friend's cousins complain that his cool family demands so, like I said, his family thinks they're too cool for school. This online user took one of the Reddit's well-known communities to share a tale about his buddy's cousin miscellaneous compliance against his family. The post managed to receive 16,000 views, or upvotes, and 558 comments. So let me start with this article. So a guy who is responsible for his parents' house bills maliciously complies with their wish and moves out. Later gets a call from his sister asking why nothing was paid. This happened a while back. Um, Here we go. Let me see. So Jack is roughly 28 and still living with his parents, but he pays the bills, electric, water, internet, etc.
That's a lot.
And this is a big two-story house, so the bill is big too. His sister, 24, so they're 4 years apart, had left the house by then and got married to a guy that makes good money. She had taken credit for paying the bills and convinced Bob and Mary to kick him out because he's a shut-in loser because none of them understand his job.
Wow.
Um, so
Wow.
a bit of backstory on the parents. My friend tells me they're like those stereotypical teens in those cliche high school movies. Basically, they look down on nerds and think people who study hard are uncool, that type of thing. Um, so you have to imagine
Dang.
their parents
Okay, at this point, why does she even care? She's out of the house. He's there.
just because they all right. So right here, the parents always favored their daughter because she was pretty and popular. Anyway, they kept that mentality even after growing up and having kids. So they always looked down on Jack for being nerdy and favoritized Tina because she was pretty and popular in high school. But apparently, Jack didn't really care because his personal life had friends he cared about and he connected more with his relatives. So they oh hey man, don't do that. I know
I am liking what I'm.
they hate when they do that. They do the pop ups. So they all confront him after bad mouthing him about how he stays in his room mostly and how his sister and her husband and child need the space. Told him that
To move back.
well,
Her husband.
no, he did. I
Whatever.
think there's more little. I don't know if I'm not reading the little ones,
Okay, yeah,
but I think they probably come over all the time, and so they were like, "Hey, we need that
they're
for the
fed
kids
up,
when
yeah.
they're."
That's
Uh, it told him that he has till the end of the month to leave. This was this was done close to the first week, so Jack didn't. So basically, he's like, "Yeah, I go," and so he moved through three cities away. I'm kind of blowing by some of this stuff. Two months later go by, and his sister calls him and asking why the bills weren't paid, as their lights and water had been shut off.
wait. Who did you go?
So
Asking her brother.
yeah, so she had taken
And
credit
she
for paying the
has
bills.
audacity.
We call his ass and ask him why he hasn't paid the
my
bills. That's crazy, huh? She's like, "Hey, I know you moved out, and but why ain't you paying the bills here no more?"
Thought you were good off.
I
Hey,
know,
what happened?
bitch.
You got to pay the bill.
I know, huh?
Tell your husband.
Um, about a week goes by, and he gets a call from explaining how his sister confessed to everything, and now he can come back and have his old room back so long
It's
as he
been
keeps
what, 3
paying the bill.
months?
3 months.
He's doing good because he don't need them, right?
Nope, he's out. Let me skip ahead.
Yeah, at that point, I mean, shoot, family's family.
He refused. He refused, saying he's enjoying living by himself. Oh, yeah, by himself. Now he can focus on his work more because he's away from them. Afterwards, he blocked their numbers, and now they have to pay for it themselves. He doesn't know what happened after because they're no longer invited to family gatherings. So they got the crap end of the stick. So instead of them being like, "Oh, look, we told Jack to get out of here because he's not cool," and then it backfires, bro. Now she probably has to help pay those bills, and she not,
She don't even live there.
dude, all bad, all bad. That's why I said when I read this, I was like, no way,
Dang.
dummies. And
It gets me heated. Like, it gets me going. Like,
mm,
wow, man. Okay, that's I know you skimmed through it, but like, wow, how could they not figure out that he was paying for him? So she was just telling them. So how would they? Because you obviously, it's your house, you would know, right? So how would she? Oh, okay, this is my credit card information.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna sum up what you're saying by this guy's comment. Cedar Hill 601. How can anyone, especially if they're the parents, live in a household and not know how much it costs, and where the money's coming from? Amazing.
Yeah.
How exactly? How do you just be like, I don't know who's been? I thought.
Yeah, like who's so and so is paying it, right? Well, how could she get like I don't know.
Another comment that you might agree with. Bernie Floyd made this comment. If Tina's husband's making good money and they just moved in with the parents, why can't they pay the electric bill? I mean, it can't be that much, especially compared to rent or mortgage somewhere else. Oh, so they did move back in then. I must have skimmed over that part.
You see? Say that. Ah. They must have been. No, they must have. Something must have happened to where it's like, oh shoot, you know what? Let's save up money because I've seen that happen where it's like they move back and then they're saving up money because I guess the house or something they didn't like or something. You know, we need something bigger, so we need to save up for that down payment.
But wait, another thing I wanted to bring up. How could she not? She's so stupid.
Ooh.
How could she not see this coming? You know what I mean? If
Well,
he's
yeah,
paying the bills,
I get what you're trying to say with that.
but how?
I'm assuming her parents were like, she thought, you know, this is what I'm thinking of. Like, if it was, oh, okay, he's out, we're back in, so my parents have been paying for it. You know, who
So
else
you
would?
think that she assumed?
Yeah, the parents would pay for it, right? So once they got the bills, like after, because they're not gonna turn off everything right away. It's gonna take you to where it's like, okay, final notice. You know, hey, pay your bills. So it
But
must
how
have
do
took.
you're right? But how did it not come up? Because the parent, you're right. How did the parents not know? Like they couldn't have thought it was free the whole time.
No, yeah, for sure.
That makes no sense. Yeah, she's stupid.
That's crazy.
Well, they're more.
Well, I mean, too. It mentioned that there were, you know, like that family where it's like, okay, you're the cool, and you
But
know,
like that one comment, if the husband's making good money, then why should why wouldn't
he's
even be?
not. You can tell because I mean, shoot, they're. I'm pretty sure they're not paying rent.
So then they
So
probably were lying about that shit too.
yeah,
Ooh, damn, dirty.
that. Oh, shoot, I mean, he did a good thing. I understand because, like, I mean, shoot, you've been belittled your whole life, basically. Oh, I'm unpopular and I'm so and so, but he's obviously doing good because shoot, he's on his own. He's taking care of business.
Yeah, he's better off being alone. I mean, from what it seems like.
He did. I mean, shoot, I'm a family man, so to me, it would be like, oh, okay, I'll go back, but I'm gonna set these rules.
Yeah.
Get out my space. And,
Hell no.
handle my
If I
business.
were to go back, I'd be like, all right, I went back, but guess what? I get the master bedroom.
Oh, it's fair. Yeah, it's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, because I mean, like you kick me out. Like if I were him, I kind of see it from your point, like being a family man, or like
I mean,
if
that's
you're
your only family, obviously, because it doesn't state anything where it's like he's staying because he's not in the whole picture no more.
well he
Right?
no he get remember in the article it said he gets along with his other family because remember it said the family's no longer invited to family gatherings. So like when the family gets together, like as a group, they just
Oh,
don't
I thought
invite
I
them.
meant. I thought the other ones, like the ones that moved in, you know, like her husband and her kids or whatever.
No, I think the whole lot of them they're just not like so like say when the aunts and the uncles and
Oh, so
everybody
them they just
they just don't
boom.
invite those
Yeah.
fools. It's hurting, but that's what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah,
That's what happens.
yeah. You're gonna have to suck it up and
Oh, hey, you know what? You shot yourself in the foot.
well, no.
I mean, that's exactly what it.
And it was funny because she was the one that's egging on everything. Like she started the whole.
Yeah, she messed up.
Yep.
She hella messed up. Um, so I like this article because we spend a lot of time laughing. I
Mhm.
think when we try to because we're trying to be as funny as we can be. But I thought this article was very interesting. Laughter with friends differs from laughter with romantic partners. Study finds. Now, pre pre going into this article, what do you think it's gonna say about laughing with friends and laughing with your partner?
Hmm. So
Let me put it this way: which laugh do you think is gonna be more genuine?
oh, friends.
Friends?
Yeah, I would say friends. Yeah. Yeah, because take it from my marriage. You know, my me and my wife. She finds things that she finds funny, and I find things that I find funny, and they don't coincide. They're way different. So whatever she tells me or whatever, like oh this and this and this, I sometimes find funny, but not all the time. So my humor versus her humor is way different. But when I get with friends, it's like boom, it just surpasses that. But we do have instances where it's like, oh shoot, yeah, it's
You guys
funny.
just laugh,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So here, let me get on with it. Dun dun dun. Um, Can we differentiate laughter directed towards friends from laughter directed towards romantic partners? A series of 3 studies published by the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior suggest yes, finding that friendship laughter was deemed more natural and less vulnerable than romantic laughter. But the study basically showed that when you're in a relationship, you're more willing to do this like fake laugh, like yeah, 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 like that
Oh
type of
yeah,
laugh. You're like yeah, 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 that's funny. Like one of those fake ass laughs.
yeah.
I know I have a fake ass laugh. But I can't do it now because like I do it when I'm around. I'm trying to think what.
You're gonna have to cut it off, bro.
No,
If the
no, I'm
person
trying to
sees
think.
it, if
I
the
know.
person sees
Stop
it,
right here. No, I know. No, I know. Everybody has. You know, you have a fake laugh. I
I
can't.
no, I do, I do.
I.
No,
But I. Someone has to be telling me you know those. I hate those dumb jokes that just the. You know where they're supposed to be. The like you go knock knock. Who's there? Orange.
oh,
Orange who? Orange, you gonna let me in? Like those type of jokes. You do that
that's
stupid
worse.
like yeah. Like I can't do my laugh, but I try to make it sound genuine. Um but I do get where this article is coming from, and I kind of thought what you thought the same thing, where like you laugh more authentic with your friends, like you won't like, and that's true though. When I'm around like a real friend, I won't I won't fake laugh. Like I'll try,
It'll be
or at least
hard. No, it'll be hard to fake. Like, I mean, shoot.
because they've heard your real laughter.
Yeah, well, that and too, and it's like you'll tell them to your face. That's not funny, bro. Like honestly, like for real, like
You're like, that's not funny.
yeah. I mean, that's how we would do it, you know. I don't know how you guys would do it here.
Oh no, I
I,
don't.
I would be like, hey, nah, that's not funny. For real,
That's
like,
not funny.
for
Cut
real.
that shit off.
Like yeah, like no.
And
And if anything, they'll bring it up where it's actually something funny, making fun of you, and it's like, oh shoot.
no, you know it's even Dard. This is the worst. The worst laughter. Now that I'm older, I see it. And I don't. It doesn't happen to me very often, but I see it happen at a distance when a girl likes a guy, and he says he'll say anything. He'll be like, "Yeah." Then I was like on my skateboard, then I fell, and I was like, "Oh," and she'll be like, "That's so
Oh,
funny." Like you get that stupid fake,
yeah,
that fake girl laugh.
yeah.
That drives me insane. I cannot stand the fake girl laugh, especially like when a girl is really into a guy.
He lying
Like
too.
that's not a real laugh.
You don't like me, man.
No, but it's true though, bro. You tell me not. I've heard,
Yeah, I've seen it.
I've seen it, I've heard
And
it.
it's just like, oh, and then it makes you laugh. It's like,
I laugh at them. Heard the disingenuous laugh. It is funny to catch that flirt laugh. It's nice to get it. You know what I mean?
well,
But
yeah.
but I pick up
Oh
on it
shoot.
quick because when I used to date, I would just say silly shit just to say silly shit, just to
Well, yeah, because I mean, you want that conversation, get to know her, you know, vice versa, whatever.
yeah.
So
Well, even worse is the
like, you want to get comfortable, you know, because you're uncomfortable, but now you want to be comfortable. So it's like you start throwing out stuff where it's like, oh shoot,
no.
well,
What's
let's
even
try to laugh, you know, to get you comfortable. Where it's like, okay, you know, I don't want to make the situation awkward, you know. So it's like, oh shoot, we need to laugh.
no. What's even worse is when they try to get you to force laugh, especially.
Oh,
it-
and then like it,
no, when like a girl. No, this is, and it specifically happens more with girls. Guys do it too, but it more happens when like a girl is telling you a story, and she's saying something mean. But usually when she talks to her friends, you kind of share her same point of view.
mm,
They just like they'll laugh at the meanness of it. So she'll be like, so there's like a girl telling a story, being like, so you'll never believe, like Rachel came in the other day and she was like wearing red with brown and green, and I was like, oh, you don't do that,
oh,
like you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you're just so disgusting. Like they do that, they do where they'll explain something. And we're like, oh, they'll say they're saying something mean, but
oh,
they're
Rachel,
like,
this,
yeah, and they laugh and they look
throw it
at
out
you
there,
like,
just like,
you gotta laugh
yeah,
too. It's
it
like,
was funny.
it's like,
Like it was funny. Yeah.
but it's not.
Um, no.
It's never
All right,
funny.
let me
It's never. It's never.
let
It's
me explain.
and
This
it,
is where you.
yeah, and but they'll be like, like, and even after they say rude shit, they'll be like, "Oh my god!" Like the other day, I was standing like next to Robert, and he smelled like body odor, and I was like, "Haven't you ever heard of deodorant?" Like, and they laugh, like they'll laugh,
They
like,
have their laugh already
yeah,
too.
like
It's like,
they already know the story they're gonna tell. They know they're gonna say something rude, but they'll say something rude or mean, and then follow it up with laughter.
with their face.
Yeah, like their fake laughter. I'm like, oh my god, she's so stupid. Doesn't know she's just a dumb bitch. like, like they always do that. They always follow it up with that. And even the laugh that I'm making sounds annoying. It's getting on my nerves. No, but there's always that one chick who like tells the worst stories and then laughs
I
at
mean,
the.
that's not even like for the guys. You know, it's like there's that one where it's like, no,
I hate to say it.
let's Bob say it. He says it.
No, you've ran into these guys more than I have because you used to skate. And I know there's because I've heard them. Like I've hung around like with the skaters, and then they'll tell stories, and then they'll like tell a story, and they'll laugh at their own story. Like I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of a good example because I've heard skaters do it, where they'd be like, "Hey, bro, like, so the other day we were like skating, and then I told him he couldn't do an ollie and then do a kickflip, and he like did an ollie, then he fucked up the kickflip. It's like just like told him, like shit like that, and I'm like, oh, dude, like, so like there's those you know which guys I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about.
I do. I do.
You're like, oh, I used to work with the guy. He did it all out. No, I can't put him on blast. I can't put him on blast. He probably watches. He probably watches. No, but I've worked with a handful
He knows
of.
already.
He knows
He
now.
knows
You
now.
know now. No, I don't think he's aware. Oh, dude, it's
And
like
then you cut it right there.
cut it right there. Dude. He's gonna be the one that responds in the messages. I know
Oh,
it's
for
me,
sure.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about me. I know who you
You
are.
know me.
No, but you know who's even guilty of that too? Salesmen.
Oh
Salesmen laugh at their
yeah.
own little
Yo.
jokes. They and like especially with they'll be taught or like someone too smart for their own good. Like like
Oh, that's really
you know
good.
like they do this super nerdy thing where like they're like unrelatable and they're like so the other day I was talking about John and he tried to explain to me how he wanted this car to move. He's like you don't know about Einstein's physics of relativity. Like just oh dude like they bring up something like they
Oh.
think that everybody knows about it
Yeah,
and
and
it's
it's
like
like you're
you're
just there like
you're
did you just
unaware.
throw a formula?
Yeah, no, what the hell are you talking about? You're unaware, like, but that happens with everybody because even like sports commentators do that shit all the time. Like they'll say
Oh
something,
yeah, they start talking like with their jargon, and it's like
you can't follow, can't follow. It's so hard.
you just oh, you could like you're waiting for that.
Yeah.
It's like oh yeah.
Uh, speaking of, I think we were talking about laughing way too long. All right, you guys, thanks for coming along. Like
Once again, knock around, hit us up.
I know, knock around. We
Hit
need
us
that
up.
money.
Right here.
Your
check
glasses
this
are
out.
everywhere. They're on the face.
Real good.
Uh,
Like, subscribe.
we're gonna try and post more now that I got more days off. That's why, by the way, I was
I
out.
will throw it out there though. Like, let us know. Would you like? We have like a little, kind of like another, like branching off of what we do right here, but we're trying to get females involved. So let us know. Would you like to see that? To see that maybe in between our stuff, or would you like to see it more than just what
Just
we
hit
have
us
right
up.
now? Yeah,
We're gonna come out with some more content. Hopefully, you guys like it. We're gonna try and mix it up, not just us too.
yeah. So to be, the, we're trying to get females involved to get their perspective of how we do our stuff.
Because we're very heavy dude oriented
Yeah,
versus
so-
just dudes. But we're trying to get we're basically trying to do our own version of the View.
Yeah, let us know if you want to see that, or how would you prefer it if it's if it's me and my wife, or if it's his sister or whatever, or my sister, somebody, how if or even in a group setting, let us know. That's kind of like where we're trying to go, but we don't know anything, so we're just trying. I'm trying to throw it out there to see if that's something you guys would like to see.
Oh,
Oh,
look at this! Look at your little puppy.
this is Coco.
Coco.
Coco, say what's up.
All right, say what's up, Coco. Say bye, Coco. Oh, she's cute. All right, you guys.
All right.
See ya.
Later.
Oh, man, she got so much energy, dude. I don't know why I'm surprised she isn't even asleep yet.
I want to say goodbye.
You did. You popped your head through.
Is it still on?
Mm-hmm. Not for long, though.
Bye.
Now it's recording.
See my dogs. Hey, you guys, go lay down. Come on. Come on.
Should be good now.
Hey, what I say, you guys, come on, go lay down, go lay down, go lay down. Oh, dogs. Not one thing, it's another. If it's not one thing, it's another.
Want me to put the timer?
Yeah. Well, just see what time we start. What time did we, or what time is it?
Yeah. 35.
Oh, we shouldn't go more than half an hour. Or no more than, so it shouldn't go past 11:30.
All right.
All right. So let's start it off like with, oh, hold down. Am I messing up? Shit, I thought I bought the blue light blockers.
Yeah, they're up there.
Oh,
You see them?
yeah. I'm like, oh shoot, because I need these three. Not really, but you know. All right. We started off proper.